Hello everyone and welcome on back to baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time you can catch a fresh game of baseball here on the channel. Subscribe and ring the bell. Hopefully I said everything correctly. Today we look to sweep the San Diego Padres. This has been a difficult series for us. We are leading 2-0, but it hasn't been by a wide margin. We have outscored them by 3 runs in this series. And we have not played particularly well, especially hitting the ball. Bryce Miller's on the mound for us, 4-1, with a 3.29 ERA. Yu Darvish is 4-2 with a 3.56 ERA as we get set to play game number 3. Thank you for joining me. I hit the wrong thing. Hit with my right hand when I meant to hit with my left hand. What a mess. We are off to Chicago for the next set of games, so I think we're going to try and get this lineup through one more. You know what? We can swap Solano with Dylan Moore. I'm okay with that. Because I actually do like Dylan Moore at third, and he gives us a little bit more speed. And everybody else looks okay. Dylan Moore has been, I'm going to skip that. Dylan Moore hasn't had a ton of opportunity and a ton of experience in the game, so, or in the lineup, I should say. So, I'm not super worried about that. I don't know how many plate appearances he has. It probably said, but we're going to give Solano the day off. And that's what we're going to do. Welcome on in. It's Game 3, the Eddie Vedder Cup. The stupidest trophy. Broom's out. We're looking for a sweep. Bryce Miller dominant on the mound as of late. Rosario hitting Eggy? E-Guy. It's like E-Girl, but E-Guy. Eggy Rosario hitting .414 over the last 8 games. Polanco leads the league in OPS. Castillo had a big game on the mound, as did Polanco. The Mariners over the last 11, 6.3 runs a game, 294 average, 18 home runs. Our starting pitching, 20 over the last 23, 144 innings, a 1.31 ERA, 178 strikeouts. And our bullpens look great over the last 14, 33 innings pitched, a .27 ERA, 38 strikeouts. Padres starting pitching over the last 8, 45.2 innings, 2.96 ERA, with 47 Ks. We win our 22nd consecutive game. Jeff McNeil snaps a hitless streak with a 2-hit performance versus the Yankees. Salvador Perez collects 5 RBI in a win versus the Cardinals. Clase increases his AL leading save total to 20. Ryan Jeffers collects 6 RBI in a win versus the Brewers. We tie the AL lead. Castillo tied for the AL lead with 7 wins and increases the AL leading strikeout total to 81. Brent Rooker out in front in the AL home runs with 17. Phillies promote. That's not super helpful. Okay, here's what we're looking for. A little more from the league news. Guardians move into a first-place tie with the Royals in the AL Central. Cardinals move into a first-place tie with the Brewers in the NL Central. Dodgers increase NL West lead to 4 games. And Eric Fetty Wap is on the 15-day IL for the Cardinals. I want a little more of this in the league news. Like, let me know kind of where things are. We are getting kind of close. We're about halfway through the month, I guess.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
So it's called the Eddie Vedder Cup. I looked at it a little bit yesterday. It's called the Eddie Vedder Cup because he spent significant time both in San Diego and Seattle. That was via Soto Mojo. And my favorite part of that article was the fact that they said, so naturally they named it the Eddie Vedder Cup. And I'm like, you couldn't have come up with anything else? There's nothing else that San Diego and Seattle share in commmen. And the lead singer of Pearl Jam, a band that is not good. Anyway, the inaugural Eddie Vedder Cup. All right. Slider at 88, a 4-seam with 96, a sinker at 96, a sweeper at 84, 12-6 curve at 78. This game is actually happening right now, but my phone died, so I don't know what's going on. And last I saw they were down by 1. The Mariners were down by 1. But they win the series on the road. That's important, especially after a really bad homestand. That's a terrible swing. Let's take a step out. Not a good start. We get kind of fooled with the slider there low. And there's a sinker. Okay. Horrible at bat.
As soon as it started, 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Here's Dylan Moore.
There we go. Now is he struggling against right-handed hitting? Come on.
Man aboard now with one away.
We only had one good swing in yesterday's game, really. It was a 3-run home run. That was the only real damage we were able to do. We missed some opportunities, sure, but we had a home run robbed. And we hit into a double play. Really, really bad.
And that's 2.
That's a sweeper that absolutely fooled me.
One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score.
And that's been a large problem with this. We have been fooled by their pitching quite a bit. We struggled against that knuckle curve pitcher in game number 1. And the game has felt like it's ratcheted up its difficulty a little bit, just in the fact that it is throwing what pitches it's throwing early. You know?
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field.
So let's
don't
do
know
that.
what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh. Robles didn't even, like...
And that's a leadoff double.
Okay. Not a good start.
With the plan to be aggressive. That's a tough location with the fastball to handle, but he was all over it. He got that front foot down and showed off some really quick hands to get the barrel to it.
See if I can load the score on my other phone.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Jake Cronenworth.
There we
See
go.
the velocity, 97 with that fastball.
We have a score update here. Oh, 3-1 Mariners. Okay, nice. Nice.
Hit hard but foul.
A series win versus the Padres, and if they can play well in Chicago over the next couple of days, sets up. It will set up a pretty big matchup in Houston, 4-game set.
And there's one away.
So that'll be fun to watch. That'll be Thursday through Sunday.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup, we could be in for
we need
a
to lock
power
in here.
showcase today with the
Okay,
wind
they have
blowing
flipped
out,
their
a lot of
lefties toward the top of the lineup. They had the 3 at the bottom.
In this era, definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Luis Arias batting with 1 down.
5 miles an hour of wind blowing out. It's the first time we've had wind blowing out in this series.
Foul ball there. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down.
Okay, we're good.
Now Machado up here. And Manny gets a piece.
So this top of the lineup would be another good opportunity for the lefty, like 3rd time through the lineup.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Merrill stands at second with 2 gone. Smoked on the ground a second.
That was a horrible sweeper. All right, so each team gets a hit and then does nothing with it. We get a hit with our second or with our number 2 batter. We hit into a double play. They get a hit. Double lead it off.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Now, Cal Raleigh. Darvish back to work. Swings and misses at the breaking
that's
ball.
a brutal.
That's not even close to the zone.
That one finds
then he throws the sinker. That doesn't really. That doesn't.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson, a consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that
was
one
inside.
inside a sharp
See if we can
slider.
slow down
What about an
here.
umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes
And
the strike
popped.
zone up a little bit, which, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information
That was a contact swing,
supplied
too.
by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns,
What do we sit at here?
hobbies listed.
Come on.
Small talk the
11 pitches.
That's
Yeesh.
great.
Okay,
Swing
that's
and
not
the ball
helpful,
popped
Sean.
up. Machado
We are
in
swinging at
position.
everything.
Pulls it in for the
Take a
out.
breath, man.
2 outs, bases empty.
The one pitch double
That's
play
second
to
for the Mariners.
Julio,
Randy
not great,
Arozarena.
obviously.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just one
There
shot
we
of
go.
that milestone.
That one missed.
Get some takes going.
Arozarena
Really don't need to be
reaches
doing this
one
with
more
2 outs.
homer
We need to
reach
slow down
100 in
sooner.
the big leagues. Next offering is downstairs.
Here we go.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
2 outs, base is empty. Fouls
Darn
one
it,
off.
that was the pitch we were looking for on the last one. I don't think we were committed quite high enough anyway.
And
That's
that's
outside.
counted away.
The only
This is
adjustment he needs to
easily
make
our best
is
at
his
bat.
target.
It is not a high
At the
bar.
outside corner, that slider's going
but
to end up way off the
that's
plate.
fine.
Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That's ball
Okay,
4.
there we
Tried
go.
another
Nicely
fastball,
done.
but missed the spot.
Nicely done.
Battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner at first with 2 away. In now is the Mariners DH, Austin Shenton. There's a swing and a drive. Going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. Arozarena flies around third. He will score.
Hey, let's go, Shenton.
Didn't take long to get
Let's go,
results out of
Shenton.
that.
A little 2-out damage.
Absolutely
Fuck
blasted
yeah.
that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over. But that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
Okay,
Knocked
finally
in
threw
all
a pitch
3
that I was
of
kind
their
of
runs
looking for
yesterday.
there.
Strike one.
Okay,
Polanco
slow down way too
with some
late. My
impressive
goodness.
production lately.
Thank God, we pulled that way down and it was way late.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's
Let's
showing
take a
us
second.
why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Man at second. Out to center.
That'll do it.
Sizing this one up. He's got it.
It's a bad
And that's
swing.
the
It's
third
right on
out.
the inside part of the zone. That's okay.
But a run will
Shenton
score
gets us
at the
on the board
inning
early.
this
That's what we
RBI
want to
double.
see.
It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Petco Park. And now it's Elias Diaz.
The catcher, Elias Diaz.
And there's the strike. Diaz, in his 9th season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's a former All-Star Game MVP.
Man, neither of those are good. Neither of those pitches are where I want them. I want them both in the corners.
Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there
There we
in
go.
time.
There we
And
go.
they do get
That
the
is
out.
it.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here's Jason Hayward. And there's a ball.
Way inside. Hayward's given us a lot of trouble. He's been very good seeing pitches. His at-bats have typically been pretty long.
And delivers outside.
Ooh. Okay. Thought maybe we'd get a swing there. Kind of hoped a little bit, but
And that's ball 4.
Wow.
Another splitter, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Connor Joe
There
in the
we go.
box now. No balls and a strike.
It's only 42 speed.
A little up front there as he swings
Good
through it.
sequencing there.
Tying run.
We can go splitter, see if we can induce a double play.
Number 2. And
Damn
down
it,
on
no.
strikes.
Just get Connor Joe
That's
looking.
out
Darn
number
it.
2.
It's okay.
Batting
It's all right.
The shortstop.
Eggy Rosario, the next up for the Padres.
Rosario.
And that misses.
God,
It's
this
1-0.
splitter.
And that one is in for a strike.
Kind of needed that
pitch.
call right there.
1-1.
And that gets the inside
Ooh,
corner.
I
for a
am
strike.
surprised that we got both of those calls. I mean, I'll take it, but
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just
there we go.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for
Okay,
the
so
inning.
back-to-back
No
strikeouts
runs,
set
no
down the
base
side.
hits,
We
no
give up a
errors,
walk
and
on that
one left.
splitter. I
We
just
played
do not
too
throw that
full.
pitch very
It's
well.
The Mariners won, and the Padres nothing. Back here in San Diego, all set for the start of
All
the
right,
inning.
we got him up
Now
to
for
22
Seattle,
pitches.
J.P.
Most of that was
Crawford.
the Rosarena at bat.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
So we have him up to 11 pitches on average. See if we can slow down a little bit here.
That one ripped.
Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go.
That's down. One hops off the wall. Into second easily with a
Hey,
leadoff double.
nice little double there.
he was all over that one.
The
That
bat
ball was
is right
drilled,
field.
106
Victor
off the bat, and that's the
Robles.
kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Here's Victor Robles.
One ball, no
Back.
One in the
Not
dirt.
going anywhere.
And the runner holds.
We're not going anywhere.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to third.
Ooh, darn, that doesn't
Machado
advance the runner.
tosses to first and one away in the top of the third.
Deceptive slider right there, stayed in the tunnel a long time, got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
So digging in, Dylan Moore. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Okay, so we get another runner on second with nobody out. That has been a problem in this
Here's
series.
an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, a former teammate.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Yeah, look at fastball there.
And a big swing and a miss.
Those sliders. Those are just not locations you think those sliders are going to go.
Called at home plate. Crawford, the runner at second with one away. Got him.
Got me with a sweeper. So I think he went what, 12-6 curve, 2 sliders and a sweeper. Everything was off speed. We were probably early on everything.
That pitch,
Yeah.
clearly he had him fooled.
Rodriguez.
Digging in, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 1 so far. This one popped.
Damn it.
A rise.
Oh, that's brutal. It's
And
2
that
pitches
is
with
that.
Julio, and it's 2 outs. 3 outs, technically.
Mariners lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0.
Come on, me. Fuck. It's when they throw the... It's when they throw those kinds of pitches off their spots.
And we're back.
Like,
And
why
it's
would you
3-0.
ever anticipate a slider up in that zone?
Now the
In that
left
part of the
fielder,
zone?
Tirso Ornelas.
The question would be, is, Sean, why are you
First
swinging
pitch
at it that
fastball
part of the
is in
zone?
for a strike. Just missed. That one missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
There we go.
Another, and that's
There we
3
go.
straight strikeouts.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? Double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Jackson Merrill.
See if I can get
led off this game with a double.
all that turned off.
That finds the
Here we
mark
go.
on the inside corner.
Thought it might be a little aggressive there to try to get him. I thought he would see it a little better. But, of course, maybe you... Jesus. Jeez
And a
Louise.
foul ball.
Splitter.
Just outside.
Sinker
Count 1 and
sinks.
2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Did you lock up? Can you clear the rest of those, please? I don't know why I need to...
Make
There
it
we go.
4 strikeouts
Swing
in a
and a
row,
miss.
just cruising along. Now
Okay,
here's
so that
Jake
one doesn't
Cronenworth.
work.
Second
Go off.
baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Check swing, no appeal.
That sweeper is just not anywhere near where I want it. Bury it in the corner. Like, it doesn't need to go that far off the plate. Miller, come
Usually a high
on.
level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0.
Okay, really needed that call. That was not a great location.
Yeah, that's fouled off. That's to third. Moore gets it to first. 3 up,
There was a
3
little more
down, and
speed. There was a
nothing
felt
doing
like a
there
lack
for
of
the
arm
Friars.
and a
Still
little more
behind by a
speed.
count of 1-0.
less arm than I anticipated, more speed, and that evened the equation out.
Out of the fourth,
Leading off for
stepping
Seattle,
in,
the
Cal
catcher,
Raleigh.
Cal
This guy, one of the
Raleigh.
best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Close one, doesn't get the call.
1-0.
And that is ball 1. And that
I think it's
one
been a
fouled
funky
off.
zone this entire
Really good
series.
athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch,
Yeah,
see the
slider.
trajectory, and get into a spot where he
Opposite
can block
hand
those balls
slider.
and keep them from going to the backstop.
That one to first.
Early on the
Steps on
fastball.
first for
Interesting.
the out. And as well, lots of pop in that bet. So you combine the
The
slug
batter,
with really good
the first
defense.
baseman, Luke
Next is the speedy
Raley.
first baseman, Luke Raley. He's 0 for 1. Off the plate inside, ball 1.
1-0.
That's slider.
Raley recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Off the
There we
plate
go.
inside, ball 2.
And what
Better
a show
take.
he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Merrill gets
Ouch.
under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now it's Randy
Now batting,
Arozarena.
left fielder,
He's sitting on
Randy
99
Arozarena.
career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Slider for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Check swing, called strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Damn it. That's his
Miss.
fucking
Struck
primary
him
pitch.
out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mariners go down quietly there, but they're on top 1-0.
Thank God this is only a 3-game set. Holy shit.
Welcome back. Let's
Leading
take a look
off
at how
for
the series has
Padres,
played out so
the
far.
first baseman, Luis.
Yeah, we led, I think, 3-0 in that first game. We gave that lead back, but won with a sacrifice fly, and then we were able to get just the home run, and we still gave up a run to take game 2, and now we're up 1. Looking for a 3-game sweep, but this has been a significant offensive reduction.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
It's been a lot tougher. This has just been a series that I would like to...
Swinging a foul out of
I'd like to move on from. We don't obviously have to score 15 runs a game every single game, but I'd like to see a little more consistency from me offensively. The pitching's also been a bit funky as well.
The 0-2. He goes down looking.
It's been partially the zone
Wow, that's a
and
tough
partially
ball for the
the
hitter, but the
location that our
pitcher
pitchers have been hitting.
13.
Not quite in the strike
Both of
zone,
them have been
but
kind of
on the
wacky.
spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Manny Machado up to the plate, and it's off the bag. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
They have their first hit since the first batter of the game, and that one hit the... It was a fucking splitter. That was awful.
Grounded out his first time up, and that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Just missed.
Way to lay
Damn
off
it.
that pitch down.
That one I definitely pulled.
And at first, one away.
On this
Yeesh.
count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Back to right, and it falls. Machado around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
That was too many fastballs. We missed a couple of locations there
Runners at the corners here.
and didn't get the call, so...
And here is Jason Hayward.
Hayward.
Just missed.
Now, if we can turn to double play, we can get out of this,
Double
but...
play and out of this jam.
Swing and a miss.
That's
And
a
it's 1-1.
huge swing.
Runner on the go. Ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time.
It's
to get
weird to
his
see him
feet,
celebrating that
but
play
he
when we gave up a run.
across the diamond to get the runner.
I mean, it's a good play. A little hit and run action. That sweeper is in a pretty solid location, in my opinion. I mean, we really don't want that.
Runner at second,
It's
two
all right.
down. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That wasn't where I wanted it at all.
Just off the inside corner. 1-2 to count.
Not sure why he's like looking like, where'd that miss?
Out to short. Fires
Okay,
across the
so through
diamond.
4, they tie the game up. It's a really nice play. I mean, they really rely on Hayward there. He's probably going to get into second either way just because of where that pitch was. I don't think we were going to get a good throw. And regardless, it would have taken away the double play.
Welcome back.
But-
Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the
It's
starters
literally the
performed
same,
up to
except
this
for we have a
point.
couple more strikeouts. That's it. Both starters looking good so far. 1-1 game through 4. We have him at just a hair
Back to work.
over 10 pitches an inning. We got to try and get him out of here. We're really struggling against him.
He's been quite a threat lately with 6 homers in his last 10 games. Swing and a ball driven
think
pretty
that's-
well out towards left center.
That's not enough.
Falls
Darn
it in,
it.
and there's one away. And up next for Seattle, Jorge Polanco. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a ball ripped right
There we
field.
go.
And that
There
one back,
we
and that
go.
one is gone.
Hell yes. 2-1 Polanco puts us on top. I believe it's the second home run of the series. I think he had one yesterday.
Second homer of this series.
Okay.
And just like
He
that,
did.
they're out front.
Because
It's
Shenton had
2-1.
one in the first
He only
game.
needed one swing
And
to
we take
square
that
it
run
up.
and we get it right
That
back.
wasn't any time in that
2-1
at-bat,
Mariners.
Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners.
We got him on the
Doubled his
sweeper.
first time up.
Oh, and he went
Popped
with the
up left
fastball.
side. Rosario hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Seattle order. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's just
Foul.
foul.
Darn it.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. And we're at the top of the 5th. Out to
And
short.
we're on top of it. I let that one go.
Throws to
Okay.
first.
A little too
That's
aggressive with the
third
swings. We've been, I think it's a train wreck of frustration. Kind of game 1 and game 2 kind of colliding into game 3 here.
You're watching Major League Baseball
We get,
exclusively on
feels
the
like
show.
slightly better lucky than good home run.
Back here at Petco
Leading
Park.
up for the
And now the
Padres,
shortstop,
the
Eddie
shortstop,
Rosario.
Eddie Rosario.
And he takes a strike. Up and in, and it's a ball and a strike.
Okay.
And that is out of play.
Should have got those pitchers up a little bit sooner.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count.
Now
And as a
batting,
pitcher,
the
it
left
really allows you to start
fielder,
expanding the zone. Hitters become
Hammer.
defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That smash towards center. Rodriguez puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Okay, that's what we're looking
the San
for.
Diego batting order turns over. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. And that
We've
is
gone
in
14
for a
fastball
strike.
high and
0-1.
excuse me, high and tight with him every single first pitch. He
He
doubled off of us the first time and then
just about every at bat.
been able to get him
Check
past
swing.
him.
Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
Caught him looking
Okay.
for the K.
Hey, that's a nice job by Miller. I warmed up that lefty a little bit late. I probably would have been a little more aggressive in pulling him. Not that Miller's been bad, but just try to play the matchups. Does put a lot of pressure on our bullpen if we pull him after only 4. We're able to get through
And welcome
5.
back to the ballpark.
And we'll see.
here is Dylan
It's
Moore.
2 more lefties for the Padres.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Bullpen action for the Padres. Yuki Matsui up and loosening in the pen. Thornton also
Thornton,
getting ready.
they might put him in again. That's surprising.
Next off,
The loss went to Joe Musgrove in yesterday's game, but it was Thornton. Musgrove was good. Obviously, you know how the scoring works in baseball.
and a breaking ball misses outside. And that one is in the dirt. Now 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
There we go.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Kicks and deals. That one misses. Takes a leadoff walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there.
Man, I thought that was going to be strike 3.
And you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. His home and away
Only
splits
5
there.
home runs with Julio. Wow.
Yeah, the
Okay,
pitch is
that's a
in
fine
for
take.
strike.
That slider's in a horrible spot. And Julio's only seen like 2 pitches. So.
Swing and a miss.
Okay,
and
that's
strike 2.
bad on the slider.
Really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're
just pulled
anticipating
it foul.
based off the
Yet
trajectory,
another slider.
get yourself into scoring position.
Rudder takes off. Pitch misses.
We're in. We're in. We're in. Hey, that's good. That's good speed. That's what we want. Let's get out of the double play. 5 straight sliders.
And it remains 2-2.
Okay, went with the fastball. Contact swing gets a piece of it. Got me. Fooled me with a fastball. I was looking slider the whole way. It's an 0 for 3 day with Julio. That's a
called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the
That's
move.
absolutely right.
That does it for you, Darvish. And they trail as he exits, but he kept them
It's
close.
absolutely correct. I was not anticipating that pitch in that location.
For the Padres, Yuki Matsui on for his 20th appearance
It's
of the year.
just fucking irritating. There's Yuki's stats.
Now the Mariners
How to be more
Cal Raleigh,
ready to
a
pull
switch hitter batting right.
on the contact swing. Damn.
Got it started a little
Ooh,
too
boy,
early.
way too
Strike
early.
one.
So four seam at 95, a splitter at 88, a cutter at 89, sweeper at 83, and a 12-6 curve at 77. That's low.
And that's in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a chopper
Does not
out to
advance
short.
the runner.
Slings
Okay.
to first in time. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. Out towards right center field.
And
Joe
unfortunately,
getting an angle on it.
isn't out.
Squeezes it.
Damn.
And that is that. So a
And
job
again,
well
kind of a
done
runner
for
with
the Fire
runner
bullpen
on
that
second with
time.
nobody out.
2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mariners 2
Fuck
and
me.
the
It's been
Padres
such a
1.
frustrating series. My pitchers like almost have been so bad they're good.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for the
latest
Padres,
news from around the
the
league.
second baseman, Jake.
Talked about all that earlier. Let's see. So it's Cronenworth, Arise, Machado. Arise is not great either way. Machado's fairly even, but it is third time through the lineup. Let's see what we can do with Miller here. We were able to navigate the last couple batters.
That's a strike. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22, and the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024, where the Dodgers.
Yeah, so I think we're committed to Miller here for this next batter. There's no reason to bring in a lefty.
Fan environments in baseball. Arise in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
We had one. It's fine. It's fine.
That's down and in.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss.
Really?
Job on both sides.
It's a frustrating at bat.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Off balance feed. There's one.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Great effort there.
You expect to see
Another opportunity for us to get a double play that we cannot come up with. Goodness gracious, it is getting so annoying. I don't understand why this game hates me trying to get double plays.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen.
Now, mercifully, we didn't have a an unforced error there,
so he'll be tough to get to.
or a unforced 3 or 4 errors. I don't know how many errors they would have charged in that scenario. Okay, we can still roll a 2 ball. Get out of here. Every fucking time. Every fucking time I bring in Santos. Every goddamn time. His...
Man at second. Ground ball left side. Throw.
God damn it! God damn it. Fucking idiot me.
Him off the bag and he's safe. Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz. 1 for 2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That's
every fucking time with Santos.
Just misses
That's
with
fine.
that one.
We have a sinker we can use.
That's as close as it gets.
That's not what we want to see. Put it in zone, please.
Tying run in scoring position here in the bottom of the 6th. That one down the line and foul ball. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. Coming home. Here's the throw. He scores to tie it up. It's 2-2. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Hayward in the box now. Takes strike 1. Ground ball right side could be 2. To Crawford for 1. Double play.
Okay, that's huge. It was still super fucking slow. Every goddamn fucking double play was fucking slow. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I threw it to the wrong fucking base. We let him get to second on the stupid pass ball. Fucking fuck. Or wild pitch.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Every time I bring in Santos, he pitches quicker than anyone else. It's a drop. It's a quick fucking drop. Every time. It gets me. And I hate it.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
3-pitch strikeout last time up.
98 on a fastball, 90 on a circle change, slider at 87, a sweeper at 81. Fuck off. Eat my fucking farts.
Yikes, that ball was scorched. An absolute missile.
You piece of shit game.
As the fielder, when one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Shenton in the box again. Takes a strike. 1 out, base is empty.
That's a bad swing on my part.
Stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
And now 1 and 2. And there's a ball.
We're good.
2-2. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. This ball's chopped on the ground.
Out number 2.
Cronenworth throws on to first.
Shenton's just not going to beat that out.
Outs. Jorge Polanco getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Outside low. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled
Early?
back.
Yeah. Over-adjusted there.
Got the back going.
God damn it. That's a perfect time to throw a circle change. I mean, just an absolute perfect time to throw a circle
Time
change.
asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Two down, nobody on.
Okay,
Fouls it off,
that's fine.
still 1 and 2.
Get a piece of it. Tried to jam it up there, but... Man got me. Yeah. You just won that one just like just a tick higher. Really anticipating an off-speed pitch in there somewhere. The other pitchers have been throwing.
Back here in San Diego, now it's the right fielder, Connor Joe. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
You know, these Padres finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Next for the Padres, Eggy Rosario. Fastball for a strike.
God.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Okay, so now we can actually bring in a lefty. And we can try and get through the next 4, and then we try to figure it out from there.
The zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
And now
So we'll go manager, and we can bring Saucedo. Warm up Brash, and we can warm up Spire. We might not need Spire,
pitching change in this spot.
but let's go. We got, what, 2 outs here? So if we could just get 1 with a quick number of pitches, then we can bring him in the 8th.
Now pitching for
Taylor Saucedo.
Let's go Saucedo.
Over here.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Okay. Oh, I've done it. I've done the worst, stupidest fucking thing in the world. God damn fucking idiot me. Oh my god. I went to Saucedo after Santos. At least going this way, it's a little easier to delay than it is to speed up.
Down in the zone, I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Oh, circle change, shoot. There we go. Hey, nicely done. 4 pitches.
And a nice inning of work there.
Let's go hit, I guess.
1, 2, 3. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and this game is still tied at 2-2.
This series has had a lot of errors.
So they bring
There were
on the
3
veteran,
for
Robert
San Diego in the first game. We had 2. One that was just a fucking mystery. I think we had 2 and they had 1 in yesterday's game. We have 1 in today's game, so it's been a lot of mistakes here.
J.P. Crawford.
102, 100. Oh god, we saw him yesterday.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning.
I didn't think we were going to be able to catch up to that.
Something he can handle. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Late swing, fouled off. Throw to first, and Crawford gets in there. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Ooh, way late. Or early, excuse me.
2 strikes.
And 1-2. Oh,
Ooh, plunked him.
And that got him pretty flush.
That sucks.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Up next.
So
Okay,
the
that's
go-ahead run is
huge.
into scoring position. Down the third baseman, Dylan Moore. Cut on and
That's not
lifted
what
in
we
the
wanna
air.
see.
Merrill on his way over. Brings it in.
It's just such a
that is big first out.
horrible
Those
swing.
can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Rodriguez.
Okay, what are we doing? Stop fucking swinging me.
For strike 1. Liner, and this could be trouble. Heading for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Runner around third on his way to the plate.
Let's go, Julio. Let's fucking go, Julio. 2-run double. Fuck yes.
Great about that double. Big spot and he drives it too. Nice line drive to the pole.
That 102 is a horrifying number to look at.
You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
There he is. There's our guy.
1 out. Runner at 6.
That was a cutter at 93. That explains why I was actually able to get to that.
0 for 3 in this one. Just off the inside.
Had the right idea. Kind of thought he'd want to go sinker there.
Next pitch
Outside.
misses outside.
Good take, good take.
2 balls, no strikes. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Ron Marinaccio appears to be getting loose. Thornton, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
That's a great
That's
take.
downstairs and outside.
3-0.
Pitches
But
in
that one's
there.
fine.
And the count is 3-1.
That one's fine.
And a foul ball.
Oh, man.
1 out, the runner
Oh,
at
if we could have
second.
seen that a little bit better.
And ball
Okay.
4.
Hey,
to
there we
the
go.
board.
I don't
that
think you
walk.
really wanted the pitch to him right there anyhow.
How about it? The first baseman.
Manager out of the dugout
All
now.
right, hey, we're going to get
Looks like we'll
him
see a
pulled.
change on the
Quick hook
mound.
on him.
Robert Suarez gives
Couple of
way.
runs
And
charged
why
to
not close on him
Suarez.
Yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the
Trent
Padres.
Thornton taking over
Thornton
on the
was who
mound.
we were able to
Gets an
get
opportunity to square
get
off
all our
against
runs
his
off of
former team,
yesterday.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
First and second, 1 out. Raley now at the plate.
All right. Sweeper at 84, slider at 92, a four-seam at 98, curveball at 84, and a sinker at 97.
Could use a ground
Way
ball.
outside.
Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Rodriguez at second. Raleigh over at first with 1 away. That's in there. And the count is 1-1.
We'd really think that those would be flipped. Sweeper kind of down here, fastball outside.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
outside.
outside.
Tough
Sweeper way
spot
out.
right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Ooh, he went with a sweeper. It was low. That has been a damaging spot against me.
Pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And that's his first good sweeper.
swing and a
That's
high fly
just
ball
not
left
good.
field. Ornelas makes the catch.
Just return. Don't worry about it.
And there are 2 down. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. That one is absolutely belted.
Oh, it's going to cost us a run.
And a run comes in to score.
Oh, that's the one time we don't want a ground rule double.
If the ball stayed in the park, we'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage.
Raleigh would have scored easy, actually. Well, maybe not easy. There's good strength out there and
Austin Shenton.
right in center.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Okay. Nope.
Ground ball right
Oh,
side. That ends the inning, and they
Yeah,
lose the
sweet, you got
damage.
me.
So
Okay.
they get 3 and jump ahead.
That's fine.
late.
We
Last
get a
half
couple
the
of hits. We
inning
get some
coming
runs
up.
across.
It's the M's 5 and the Padres 2.
Hopefully Munoz has enough in the tank to try and get us another closeout win.
And we're
We do
back.
have to get through
Ready
this
to go
portion
for the
of
last
the
half
lineup.
inning.
We want to
Now
use the
Padres
lefty
leadoff
here.
man, Jackson Merrill.
Arrow.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a slider
Oh,
misses
it's a good
down and
eye.
away.
Damn it. You knew. Oh, boy. I don't know who to grab. This
Around
was...
first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Well, a swing
Yeah,
like
we doubled
that
up on
can help
the
you come
sinker
out of the
there.
struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Save. And it's now a 2-run
Oh, it's a
game.
really bad circle
Luis
change.
Ariz stands in. And the first pitch misses for
Early.
ball 1.
When the skipper called.
Okay. Last batter, regardless of results.
He's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Nice play,
Makes
Moore.
the
Great
catch,
job.
1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's
baseman,
seeing the ball
number
pretty
13.
well. I know.
Last batter, doesn't matter.
And here
Bring
comes
in
the
Brash.
Padres
Let's
manager
warm
to the
up
mound.
Munoz.
Pitch change coming.
Fuck. It was a terrible circle change. Ugh. The Santos situation really threw off my whole plan. Really threw off my whole groove.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Matt
Number
Brash.
47.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Machado.
Worst
The
they can
next
do at the
out
moment
takes
is
low
tie.
for ball. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's the ball.
Got him.
Right there.
Throw to second.
Ow.
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by 2 runs, tying runs at the plate. Your run is so important. You have to be smarter than that. They can't be playing around in this
Polanco
situation.
did a nice
Trust the
job
guy to
covering,
play
but
one
he
swing,
threw
tie
that
it up.
tag,
Right there could be
like
very costly.
that swipe, what felt like a little late.
That one to first.
I'm sure it was perfectly fine. I don't know why you're throwing the ball instead of just
Tosses to the
running.
pitcher
Fine.
covering the
Okay.
bag.
All right. We
That's
give up
the
one, but we get out of it.
But
Nice
it's
job by
picked up one
Brash.
run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Thought we had a better throw. It's okay.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ron Marinaccio.
He's
Now
having a
pitching for
ton
the
of
Padres.
success facing left-handed hitters
Number
this season,
97.
so This seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
Polanco stands in now and watches
very hittable circle change. All right, let's get Munoz warmed up. We do not want to rely on Brash. Oops. Warm up. Schedule the putting game. Goodness gracious.
Matt Waldron preparing to come on if needed.
96 on a fastball, 84 on that circle change, sweeper at 82.
That's a strike thanks
Fuck.
to the sweeper.
Oh,
That's really
man.
money spot, down and away.
Really
If you
got
can
the
locate
corner
that
there.
consistently,
It's a good
it's gonna
pitch.
be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out
Take.
of that bullpen.
Take it time. Ooh, early.
Here's the 0-2. That one missing inside. And now 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Yeah, that's a little
Okay,
bit
thank
high.
God. I hit
And
X,
that's
but
ball
thankfully it
3.
didn't register. Full count here.
Swings and
Ooh,
misses.
got me with a fastball. I yanked that PCI down as well.
And
We were
now
too
for
late.
Seattle, J.P. Crawford. Foul ball. Base is empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
God damn it, it's been all series long. Honestly, it's been all season long. Fuck.
And that's through the swing.
Fuck!
It's a strikeout.
God damn it. Fucking sweeper.
And now the right fielder, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles.
And he went with a fastball, and we're too late even though we're right there.
Hard time picking it up out of the hand, or if he was sitting off speed.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
I hate this goddamn pitcher.
Time asked for it.
I fucking hate this.
Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Up and in, and the count 1-2.
14 miles an hour difference.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Okay. Hey, let's get that double. Let's go Robles.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now here is Dylan Moore.
That's a bad swing.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
God, not good if we're early on the 95.
And there's a foul ball.
Is that better? Late, okay. Split the difference.
Went with the
Ooh,
sweeper, but
okay.
it misses.
Just missing
That
off
was
the plate
outside.
there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
That's
The
the
next
ball.
pitch misses. And the count now
2-2.
even up.
Oh, God, full
Inside
beautiful
corner for call
fast on the
strike
inside.
3. So one hit is all they get. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth.
Okay.
It's the
We're gonna.
Ends
It's
5,
Munoz
and the
regardless. I
Padres
guess if we
3.
get to the 9 spot, maybe we can bring in the lefty because that is where the lineup will flip and all that stuff. But here comes Munoz.
Welcome back. And
Looking
here
for
comes
yet
the
another
closer,
save opportunity
Andres
so far. A
Munoz.
perfect 16 for 16. This game's been a little bit funky. We have struggled defensively. We've made some mistakes.
Give you the best at bats they can.
Ugh.
So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got
Leading
here to
off
try and
for
close
the
it out.
Padres,
Here's
the
the catcher to hit, Elias Diaz.
Diaz.
That one's in there.
Man, the sliders are not sliding. Can climb to second place, depending on how the Orioles did.
Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
This to third. Moore tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So here's the Padres DH, Jason Hayward. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Munoz.
That's fine.
A very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch. And for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
The M's up by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9.
There we go.
Swing and a miss at 99
Let's
miles an
throw
hour.
a slider.
Himself, somehow can't
we
find
got a
it, doesn't
piece
have
of
the
it.
control command that day. You can pretty much forget about it.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk.
No way, no way, no way. I want that out of the zone.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Oh, he gloves it.
Okay, hey, I'll take that. We had that Rosarena hit taken away from us.
Kinds of weird spin or knuckling action on the baseball.
It's a great play by Rayleigh.
For the Padres, Connor Joe will hit next. In for a strike. Good slider. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The Padres down to their final strike.
There we go. That's a horrible fastball, but I'll take it. We pick up win number 23 in a row, and we sweep the Padres. This was a funky game. This whole series was funky. We really struggled with consistency in our hitting. But hey, we get a victory. We survive an error. We survive some poor play on the defensive side of the ball.
Picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Oh my gosh, this phone is the worst. Okay. Whew. All right, we are able to pick up a sweep here. I'm a little surprised by it. We do typically play pretty well against San Diego, especially here in San Diego. Polanco got that solo home run that extended the lead to 2-1. Rodriguez knocked in a couple. I'd like to see him a little more consistently knocking runs in. He has a pretty decent batting average, but only 5 home runs, which is not the biggest deal if we can get him to do a little bit more of that. I do think having Dylan Moore in front of him is a little more helpful. He definitely, because Shenton's in front, I think that limits the ability for him to get RBIs just because Shenton is significantly slower. He's a 25 speed overall, and I think that really throws things off. We get 3 in the 8th. We push this out. We give up another run. We give up 3, 1 in the 4th, the 6th, and the 8th. We're able to hold in the 9th and get another save. 8 hits to 7. We do throw an error because I thought that we had the double play set up, and I forgot that they stole. And not even a steal. It's just, Santos came in, and I don't deal well with the adjustment to his pitching style. As it stands, though, Andres Munoz, your player of the game, 1 inning pitched, no hits, 1 strikeout, no walks, no earned. Tyler Saucedo gets the win point, 2 innings pitched. They give up 2 hits, struck out 1, no walks, but an earned run charged to him. Rodriguez was 1 for 4 with a huge double. Then knocked in 2. He did come around to score. Jorge Polanco was 1 for 4 with a home run. Rosarena 1 for 3 with a double. He knocked in and scored a run. J.P. Crawford, 2 for 4 with a double, and he scored a run. Robert Suarez gets the lost point, 1 inning pitched. He gave up 2 hits, no strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 earned on his line. Jackson Merrill was 2 for 4 with a couple of doubles. He came around to score 1 time. Diaz knocked in a run. Machado knocked in a run on a 2 for 4 day. And Manny Machado was 1 for 4 with a run Jason Hayward over 3, but he did knock in a run. So we pick up another win. We improve, and we beat one of the better teams in the league in the process. Like a funky series, I think we scored over 5 runs that whole time. Considering that even we were able to pull out 9 against the Yankees, we only scored 12 here. We scored 13 in 3 games. Toronto, New York, San Diego, it's been a big stretch of good teams. We take care of the Athletics. We're looking good here in May, and we get to go face the White Sox, who are 19-28. They're better in game than they are in real life, but this could be kind of similar to this Athletics series, if I'm being honest. And the Athletics are a smidge better record-wise. But we'll see. Then a 4-game set against the Houston Astros. I'm a little bummed because I'd like to see this be a little closer. We're 18.5 games up, but every other team is under 500, and that sucks. Like, even if you took 10 of our wins away and we're 29-16, we're still 8.5 games ahead because no one else in our division is playing very well. So that's kind of frustrating. I would guess we faced Houston, the last team that we need. No, we faced Houston. So we've put 3 losses on Houston, 6 losses on Texas. Maybe we are part of the problem. I don't know. Anyway, let's advance the day. Michael Araya was no longer injured. Auto-utilize. George Kirby will be taking on Drew Thorpe. Kirby 7-1 with a 2.81 ERA. Taking on Drew Thorpe 2-3 with a 2.64 ERA. Before we head out here, let's rip a pack. Bam, 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 bam. Oh my God. Disgusting. It's so gross. And only a silver? Ugh. You know what? That pack was so ugly. Let's rip another one. That was disgusting. Oh. This one might even be worse. Oh, no. Ugh. 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 4? Why do I own 4 of those? Okay. We're not opening any more packs. That's gross. That's dangerous bad luck before we go face the Chicago White Sox. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you'd like to see more, subscribe over here where the gameplay is. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. You can check out the playlist right here. It has a lot of videos in there. Franchise mixed with some of the off-day stuff, all that stuff. Basically, since MLB The Show 25 released, that playlist has been updating every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And this morning, I uploaded the first part of a very long series. It'll be Red Dead Redemption, my 2010 game of the year. We're playing through it to celebrate 15 years of that game. So thank you. Enjoy that if you'd like. It's 3.5 hours long. It was a good time. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Good sports. Go Mariners. Have a great rest of your night.